Welcome back to sgCarMart Reviews. Today we have the Nissan Kicks ePOWER! If you're looking for a cool looking crossover from a Japanese manufacturer and your options include the Honda HR-V or the Toyota CHR, well, take a good look at this. The Kicks ePOWER is Nissan's latest addition to the crowded crossover segment. But it isn't just made to be in line with current market sentiments, since everyone wants a crossover or SUV. It is well engineered, drives pretty well, and is packed with features along with a reasonable price tag. And more importantly, Nissan is cool again. Now that's a very important point because Nissans have never been known to be cool. We know Nissans for making boring A to B commuter cars, but here, Nissan is cool again in the cool. And of course, there are a couple of cool features on the outside, like these full LED headlamps, which are standard across the range, and also this black V-motion grille makes it nice and sporty. When you come to the whole exterior of the car, there are some interesting points, like this area over here. This looks very much like the CHR, but the door handles are not here, they are here, where it should be. Of course, these wheels are exactly the same as the Nissan Leaf. The Nissan Kicks ePOWER is priced from $103,000 to this $106,000 Premium Plus model. This car comes with a 1.2-litre petrol engine that powers the electric motor to produce 127 brake horsepower and 260 Nm of torque. The Kicks goes from 0 to 100 km/h in 9.7 seconds. For more details on the Nissan Kicks ePOWER or any other car, head on to sgCarMart.com to help you make the smart choice on your next car. So let's talk about boot space. So this boot is 423 litres big, and this low boot lip is very good. So, most important question of the day, can it pass the anti-trolley length test? See? Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, a little bit short, but luggage bag. It passes. Well done. Well, you still can fit trolley, just put it sideways and think you should be good. But even though the name is Nissan Kicks, it doesn't have a kick sensor for the tailgate. But for this segment, there aren't many cars which have it anyway. Rear seats. Now, I must mention that this front seat is set to my comfortable driving position, and I'm just under 1.8 meters tall. But there's a lot of space at the back here. There's a lot of knee room and wiggle room, and most importantly, headroom. It's actually very nice and comfortable back here. The seats are very nice and supple and soft. There aren't aircon blowers here, although you have these charging ports. But it's fine because the air conditioning in the Kicks is nice and strong and cold. So back here I still can feel it. Good stuff. Let's try out these middle seats. This is nice. This is nice. You know, a lot of manufacturers nowadays like to make seats which are really firm and hard. Well, this is nice and supple. I could spend all day in here. Good stuff. And of course, if you have kids, you do have ISOFIX points here on both seats. Well, this color though, let's talk about it later up front. Alright, well, there's a lot of orange in the front, but if you're not a fan of this nice and sporty orange, you can have it in black for the Premium Plus variant also. Good job. Well, elsewhere, of course, you do have quite a bit of features in the front. You do have this infotainment screen which does come with Apple CarPlay as standard. Kicks ePOWER is actually quite refined. Right now the car is actually on, and we usually turn the car off when we're shooting the interior shots. So you can tell this car is actually quite quiet. Not bad, not bad. And of course, the rest of the interior is a very nice space. You do have A little bit of stitching over here, a bit of hard plastics here and there, but really it's not a bad thing. And of course, the main important part is the seats. Oh, they're nice and comfy. I'm really enjoying myself actually up front. I don't know why other manufacturers aren't making seats which are this comfortable. This is very, very nice. Well, that's pretty much it. Let's find out how the Kicks does on the road. Now, I've always wondered why Nissan actually put this whole ePOWER powertrain thing in the Serena as well as this car here, the Kicks. Well, after spending some time with this car, now I do know why. This car is very refined. The powertrain is very refined. You don't feel the engine. In fact, this car feels very much like an EV. And you have all the benefits of an EV because you have the instantaneous torque and also the quietness of it all. And the best part, you don't have the range anxiety that comes with an EV because after all, you have a petrol engine to charge the batteries and you use fuel for that. So, no range anxiety, just full enjoyment of an EV. This is good stuff. And on that topic of refinement, the engine, you don't really feel the engine. It quietly kicks in whenever you want, whenever it feels like the battery is a little bit weak. You don't have to worry about it. In fact, the only time that I realized that the engine kicked in was at a traffic light. And it was so gentle, it was just like a boop, and that's it. That was the only time I knew that the engine was on just by feeling. Now, Nissan also has this very cool thing called one pedal drive. So basically, you don't have to touch the brake pedal. Now, it takes a little getting used to, I must admit, but once you get it, it's actually very cool, okay? I have a red light coming up, so I'm going to release the throttle. I'm not going to touch the brake. I'm not touching the brake at all. No brakes, no brakes. Okay, this is a bit strange, but no brakes. There we go. A complete stop without even touching the brakes. And if I want to move off, I just get on the throttle again and everything is normal. This is quite impressive. Once you get used to it, you realize how effective it is when driving around the city. Now let's talk about ride quality. And this car is actually very comfortable compared to a lot of the crossovers on the market today. I don't know why, but a lot of manufacturers make their cars very stiff. And I guess that's because they don't want the car to roll too much, especially because you have this whole, crossover look and body. With the Nissan Kicks, it's nice and comfortable. The suspension is really supple and, with all these ruts and bumps, we've got a bit of potholes over here because it's been raining quite heavily in the last 30 minutes. But no issues whatsoever. Very comfortable. And these seats are nice and supple also. It's quite a perfect car, really. So, the Nissan Kicks ePOWER, is it a will buy, a won't buy, or a go try? Well, for me, it is a will buy. I think this is a very good crossover for a very good price also. And, well, you get all the benefits of an electric vehicle, the nice and quiet drive, the instant torque response, and also this doesn't have the drawbacks of an electric vehicle. You don't have the range anxiety that comes with it. So you don't have to search for a charging station and all that kind of stuff. You just put in some fuel and off you go. I think this is great. This is really, really good. And also it's very comfortable. Look at me, just going through humps without much of an issue. I think that's great. This is definitely a car that you should consider if you're looking for a crossover. And it's also priced very well, comes with a lot of features. And the best part also is that if you don't want this orange looking interior, you can have it all in black. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, we've come to the end of the review of the Nissan Kicks ePOWER. What you guys think? Is it a will buy, won't buy, or go try? Or would you buy a Honda HR-V or Toyota CHR when compared to this? I think you definitely should check this out. Well, let us know in the comment box below whether it's a will buy, won't buy, or go try. And of course, you want to see more reviews, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Till then,